This is Jason with the Primal Outdoors channel, and again you find me out in the desert doing a little expedition camping, or fancy word for car camping. But this time I picked up a Kodiak Canvas Flexbow tent. This is their basic model, and this is the first time I've got a chance to use it. I did set it up once in my yard just to make sure that all the components are there and that there was no issues, but this is going to be my first camp out with it. It's currently Friday and I plan to stay through Sunday. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I've really wanted one of these tents for a long time. It's made out of canvas and it's got a hydro shield coating on it, which is supposed to be really waterproof, and we'll just kind of see how that goes. I mean, I've kind of played with it a little bit myself, but we'll have to really see once we get a chance to get it out in a good driving rain. I will say this, I did set it up out in my yard and I left it up for a couple days, and we got snow and it snowed on it, and then the snow melted and there didn't seem to be any leaks or anything that I saw, so so far so good in that. But it seems, and again, I've kind of looked it over. It seems really well constructed, really heavy duty. It's a heavy tent. You're definitely not going to backpack this in. I mean, this thing weighs a lot. But I think it's a good, durable, easy to set up tent. I did, like I said, because of this is only my second time, if you notice in the time lapse, I did kind of bobble a couple times and had to put stuff together and then realize I didn't have it right and had to take it apart and redo it and put it back together. But I think as I just kind of get used to using it, I'll get smoother and smoother, and its setup will go faster and faster. It's 10 by 10. Which gives me a good amount of space to not only have my gear in here, but it gives me a good a good amount of space to set out some blankets down on the ground for my dogs, so that they can have a good warm place to lay at night. And I think, and another thing that I really like about this tent is I'm 6'4" and I can stand straight up in this tent, and that's a huge deal for me, because when you're trying to get dressed or and you're just trying to do stuff like that, it's just really nice to be able to stand straight up and not be hunched over all the time. But there's also, in this tent, it's kind of nice, there's a lot of little tie-outs all around, so you can hang things up and do different things. But like I said, it's going to take me a little bit, just kind of play with it and get used to it. But I kind of expect, you guys can expect me to do a more in-detailed video on it probably come the summer, but I imagine you're going to see this tent a lot between now and summertime. We're in 1st of January right now. It was just the 1st of January last week, and but once I get have a few months with it, used it a lot, then we'll go into a more in-depth review on the tent at that point. But like I said, you guys will probably be seeing this tent a lot. I imagine. I think I'm going to be using it a lot. I think I'm really going to enjoy it. All right, good morning. It's getting about 8:30 in the morning. Kind of been up a little bit, festing around, made some breakfast. It's been snowing all morning. It was snowing a little bit harder this morning, but I just kind of went out and took a couple of shots just now, and it does seem like it's kind of slowing down a little bit, and maybe even looks like it might even try to, the clouds might even try to break up. Looks like the sun's kind of trying to break through a little bit in some areas, but okay. Alright, so Casey from the Coyote Works channel has joined me for my last evening. He actually showed up this morning, but we did take off and we were gone for most of the day on a little adventure that's going to be, shared on another video that we're both pretty excited about.
You guys are going to watch that. It's a little bit different than what you're used to seeing from us, but it was a pretty exciting little adventure, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it.
Yeah, maybe just a little teaser is there is a pretty significant event going on in our state, and we got to go kind of check it out and get some footage and everything, but definitely look forward to that. And as far as the evening, we're just kind of hanging out, enjoying the fire. I have my Pendletons as usual.
I'm drinking my Dasani.
It's Dasani water, and but anyways, and also look forward to another campfire talk. If you guys enjoyed that on my channel, we did another one of those. It's going to be on Casey's channel. And but as it is right now, we're just going to hang out a little bit longer here by the fire, and then we'll catch up with you guys again in the morning.
I'll have that campfire talk video up on the Coyote Works channel in the next couple of days, so you guys can watch for that. And we're just spending a little bit of time doing one of our favorite things in the world, sitting around the campfire and solving all the problems of the world.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning guys. So this is, well, be day 3 out here. Just starting to kind of pack things up a little bit. And get things situated, start heading home. Back to kind of what this video is about. And it was kind of about, my first time out using this Kodiak Canvas tent, and right now I'm really happy. I'm really liking it, and there's some things that now that I've got a chance to use it a couple days, that I'm thinking that I might want to do to help, especially in cold weather. It probably would be very possible to put a stove jack in here and run a little like ammo can stove or something like that, but I really don't want to go that route right now. I've got a propane heater in here right now, but it just runs on these little bottles of propane, and so it doesn't last very long. So I think what I'm going to do is just get a hose adapter that will allow me to hook a actual regular 5-pound or 5-gallon tank, whatever they are, to my heater, so that way I can run a little bit of heat through the night. We had a couple really cold nights, and my dogs, I could tell, were pretty chilly, and I want to try to keep it at least comfortable for them, and more comfortable for me as well. But I think this is going to be a great all-season tent for me, and something I'll be able to enjoy, not only in the dead of the winter like this, but it has a lot of ventilation, and I think it will be a great tent for the summer as well. So you guys will be seeing this tent a lot, and like I said, once I have a little bit more experience with this tent, kind of using it, I will do a really in-depth video on the tent, so that those that are maybe also interested in purchasing one can really kind of get a good feel for it. But until then, we'll see you guys outside.